Hello baby dolls, top 10 reasons why I am bullish on HEX. So let's start by saying I am very bullish on the crypto industry because it's only like 1 trillion in size. Gold itself is 12 trillion, the stock market's 100 trillion. So I'm very bullish, okay? I'm very bullish on crypto. Solves too many problems to stop here, way too many. So just because I'm bullish on HEX doesn't mean you can't buy anything else and make more money or less money or whatever. I'm here to just present to you information that you can't find anywhere else. Not one person has all this information. Not one YouTube video, not one book, not one Telegram. You can't find this anywhere. This is a historical account for you, for free. Because my bags are loaded and I don't care, right? You're either on this with me or you're going to find out the hard way, okay? So there's no guarantees, but there's a lot of signs telling me that this is a good shot. You don't have to allocate to HEX, and I don't really care. I just think it's one of the most undervalued, all right? And we're going to go through each point together. So when I first started, so I'm bullish on crypto. When I first started, I thought HEX was a scam, just like everyone else. But there was a difference. When I thought it was a scam, I had a condition. I said, you know what? You might be a scam. By the way, I went to Reddit when it was right here. And I asked a few people privately. I go, hey man, can a coin trade under 1 Satoshi? Because I want to buy this HEX thing. And then they said, don't buy it. Of course it can. It's a scam. Biggest mistake of my life. That was literally the bottom of 10,000x. Okay. So I learned the lesson, right? I didn't know anything back then. Okay. So I said to myself, I'm a trader, professional. I go, if you aren't a scam, you're going to pump up and I'm going to get in on the weekends. And that's exactly what I did. I waited and I waited. I got the bottom of the HEX ETH chart there. Okay. So I want you to know I pivoted. So I thought it was a scam and I hated it like everyone else and I thought it was going to zero and then a divine intervention happened, wink wink, and surprise surprise, people joined the network and there you go, okay? So you're not talking to someone who was like, oh, this is the next best thing. I'm like, dude, this thing's going straight to zero, all right? I was there with everyone else. So let's start with actually point number one. So point number one is the mainstream calls HEX a scam. Okay, so here are most of the mainstream influencers, okay? They have the most money, they have the most reputation, they're loved, they're all faces of crypto here and there, they have different factions, different sectors, and I noticed, this is me, sitting here, dusty room, wrestle crocodiles in Australia, I'm like, wait a minute, I find it funny how all of these people hate Richard Hart. It reminds me of Donald Trump. Now, I'm not like super big on politics. I don't really care. I just observe that. I'm like, man, it's just a very interesting observation, right? You know me by now. I just pick up on stuff, okay? So all of these guys, when you see this list, don't think, oh, they're bad or they're good. It's not, okay? You have to look at it like this. They are popular. They all have money. They all have huge bags from early Bitcoin, early Ethereum days. They're all some of them are shillers. Some of them made a lot of kickbacks on FTX, Celsius. They got a lot of their audience wrecked, destroyed. And if they didn't get them wrecked and destroyed, some of them play the card, oh, I'm going to sit in the fence in the middle and this and that, and I don't want to do anything, but I'm here to show my face anyway. They're basically just playing with their genitals on camera, okay? Now, when you see this, you're not going to get any competitive edge, okay? I want you to know, these people are rich. Everyone here is loaded. Every single person here is really loaded, right? We're talking like the poorest person here is making 400 grand a month to shill. Poorest, okay? Now, not all of them shill, but you get the point. They're all making a lot of money. But the audience is who I care about. I'm a man of the people, so I'm here to help you out and show you this message. So the mainstream, this is the mainstream views, and they're going to get mainstream audience, okay? So the mainstream calls HEX a scam and Richard Hart a scammer. But the mainstream, the people, they are poor. The mainstream is the crowd consensus, and the mainstream are terrible investors, okay? The mainstream are scared of reputation. The mainstream are stuck on Instagram, looking to the left, looking to the right. They're scared of looking too poor, fat, bald, short, ugly. Girls think there's something wrong with their face. Everybody wants to get plastic surgery. They don't feel beautiful enough. They don't feel loved enough, okay? This is the society we live in. Everyone's scared of reputation risk. And this, if you're watching my videos, you know, we're all in a community, a network, a tribe, and people are too scared to go against the grain. It's true, okay? So this is just a product of just the characteristics of what everything is, right? And everyone wants to fit in. Okay, so everyone calls Richard Hart a scammer and HEX a scammer, and it reminds me of the early Bitcoin days when, say, I came into Bitcoin 2018. I'm like, everyone calls this thing a scam. Let me delete everyone's views and let me go research it myself. And I did that with Ethereum too, okay? And I've done it with Chainlink too. And I'm just telling you, when everyone calls something a scam, it doesn't mean it's good. It just means go and research it yourself. The good thing is you're watching my video, all right? So this is actually one of the #1 reasons why I'm like, I think this is a good undervalued investment. It's because everyone is calling it a scam, okay? So I want you to know, right? So Richard Hart obviously has PulseChain and PulseX Sacrifice. These influencers, they're like friendly to Richard Hart. They won't shill him, but they'll say, yeah, don't mind him. But here's the thing, right? Read carefully with me. These guys sacrificed for PulseChain, but did not tell their audience because they, one, want to avoid reputation risk, and two, get a better price than you. Now, you can believe in the good heart nature of them and say, oh, but they just don't want to upset everyone, right? But what's going to be better for you? Do you want to go into this world thinking everyone's looking out for you? Or would you rather go into this world knowing that people just want a competitive edge over you? Because if you want to win in this game, you got to understand how they're winning over you. Me and you are just numbers and views, okay? So this is the mainstream. So we have all of these viewers, all these people who hate Richard Hart and HEX, and then the other popular guys sacrificed for him without saying anything. I want you to know that. Without telling anyone until it was too late. You can't get in, okay? That's point #1. And point #2, why I'm bullish on HEX, is because you can't find it on the front of any other coin ranking sites, okay? It's nowhere to be found. You've got to go to rank 203. And the reason is because CoinMarketCap, it's owned by Binance. They don't list coins unless you are listed on a centralized exchange, okay? Now, when I hear this, I love it. You know why? Because I know, okay, what do lazy people want? Because I have friends, they're like, okay, can I just buy the coin that's on an exchange? And I'm like, no, Habib, you got to get MetaMask. You got to get your ledger. You got to learn what a key is. You got to do this and that. And they're like, nah, I can't be bothered, right? And I know they're lazy, okay? They're lazy. So now we are one step removed from the lazy person. And the fact that HEX is still shadow banned, good news to me. I like that, okay? It doesn't mean it's a buy. It just tilts it towards our favor, all right? And that's exactly what we want to see. They all basically say, hey, there's something wrong with this coin, okay? It's not accepted mainstream yet. You've got to go to a website, Nomics, okay? And here it's ranked 22, all right? And now, point #3. The marketing tricks everyone, okay? So you, like me, call HEX a Ponzi scam, probably because you see this 38% APY thing number, right? So this is what I love as well. So people who see this, they automatically look the other way because they go, oh man, this is like a Ponzi scam going to zero, but they don't investigate. How do you get the 38%? All right. And who gets it? So you get it if you lock it up, and you don't actually need to lock it up at all. You can just punt on it if you want, right? So if you lock it up for long, you get all the inflation rewards, okay? And a lot of the high gigabrain guys, they understand this, all right? But most people look at this and they go, it's a scam. You know what's funny? It's funny. Everybody who bought Olympus down, you were literally getting 28,000% APY, and it went to the moon. And I saw, you know all these popular influencers? Guess what? Not all of them, but some of them, they were defending Olympus down, okay? Yes, 9,000, 20,000% APY, all right? And they were like, no, we can make it work. I'm not going to say names. I'm just saying. 38%. Brother, you had 29,000%. You literally had something that was made to be a Ponzi and die within a year. And it was like, so I'm just letting you know, man, like, not everyone is out there for you. And if they are, they're not doing the hard work and research, okay? I've put it all in one place. So the marketing, this tricks everyone. People see it, they run away. And I'm here to tell you that you get 38% APY because you lock it up for longer, and everyone doesn't look at this fact, okay? Everyone gets tricked by this, okay? That's reason #3. Okay, reason #4, we only have, look at this pink number here, right? HEX total stakers, 150,000, all right? Look how much Ethereum, these total wallets, it's not really the number of people, 184 million, okay? But I want you to know, okay, HEX is trying to be a store of value like Bitcoin. let's just compare it to that, okay? I know that a lot of people laugh, but it is what it is, man. So HEX has 150,000 stakers. Bitcoin has about 40 million people using it, okay? So you got to think, if Bitcoin can get to 100 million people, 3x, maybe HEX can go to 1.5 million, which means if you 10x the users, you might get 100x the price, from about 2.5 cents to $2.50, okay? Metcalfe's law, maybe. That's plenty of upside, man. That's not that many people, only 150,000, right? HEX started with, look down here on the bottom left, 5,000, around 5,000 people at the start. It's now 150,000, and it keeps growing. So this is why we're all speculating, okay? Maybe no one ever joins the network ever again. But I like 1 million as a target, 150K to 1 million people, I think is very easy. Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, it has 1.23 million people holding it. It got from 1,000 to 1.2 million in literally 1 year, 2021, okay? So if it can get to 1 million in 1 year, I think HEX can get to 1 million eventually. To go from 150K to 1 million is 8x, okay? If you do 8 times the user base, you should get about 64x the price. Roughly, that should bring us to 64 times use a base of 2.5 cents, you get about $1.60, okay? You might get some euphoria, $3.20, but you can already see, I'm thinking about the future. This is not a guarantee, but if it works out, there's some juice here, okay? And that's the next reason. Reason number 5, I'm bullish on HEX, is liquidity, okay? So I'm going to teach you how you can actually look at liquidity, right? So you can see here, right? Let's get my pencil of friendship, and we're going to move this to the side. You see this? This website is beautiful, okay? Look into hex.com, go to the liquidity section, okay? We're going to focus on this part. You see this ask? They're the offers, all right? That's how much money he's basically willing to sell. So all you can do is you can use the Uniswap formula, and right, and this isn't a lot of money, okay? If $8 million buys into HEX right now, market click, okay? That's either through USDT, USDC, or Ethereum. $8 million comes in, right? You have 2x the liquidity, right? Which means 4x the price, okay? So 4 times 3 cents equals 12 cents already, okay? That's what happens. The liquidity in HEX is thin, okay? Bitcoin needs a couple of $100 million just to move it a couple of percent. Couple of $100 million, man. $8 million here moves this thing a 4x. Okay? Think about the potential of the next 100 million people coming into crypto, how much average money they're going to do. Okay? And now I'm going to give you some secret juice. Okay? I can't reveal names or specifics. I am in close contact with some people, very hard work, very good on-chain knowledge, databases, etc. Okay? They have sent me some special databases. I can't show you. Don't ask questions. All right. Your socks aren't fluffy enough. But you just have to take my word. All right. I can see there's over $32 million sitting in Ethereum and stablecoins by all the HEX dormant addresses. This is people who own HEX, and you're looking at how much money they have available to buy. Okay. So many big addresses. Okay. And you're looking at this. There's only 8 million on the ask, but they have $32 million ammo, all right? This is just them. This is just like the big group of people, okay? So it doesn't take much to push it, all right? That's why HEX is very highly volatile. And I think if there's a run later on, 12 months after the Bitcoin halving, we're going to see more people come in, and it can exponentially impact the price more than your bigger blue chips, okay? So that is this reason why I'm bullish. Reason number 6, friends. Richard Hart, the founder of HEX, is polarizing. What does that mean, polarizing? It means the people who hate him want to kill him, but the people who remain and love him, they will die for him, and they will shield forever. They are maxis, okay? I sleep at night comfortably knowing this. A lot of people are like, it's a cult, it's a religion. I'm like, no, you idiots, that's what you want. I love when I tell a HEX maxi, like, hey man, there's other coins out there. They're like, no, heathen, Excommunicate this man out of the village. I love hearing that. That reminds me, I wasn't around in the early Bitcoin days, and you weren't either. But I'm sure that's what it was like. In 2013, if you go, hey, Bitcoiners, you know, this Litecoin has went 100x, right? And they're like, no, get him out. That's how you know you're early to a religion that's still growing. You see the conviction? They want to crucify me because I have other coins, man. I have to delete the logos of other tickers in the HEX channels because I'll get banned for the 15th time. I hope you know that, right? I'm sharing that with you, okay? It must be HEX logos only. No other ticker symbols. You understand this? Look at these meetups. Look at these meetups. You don't have to believe me. Go to Google, type in Richard Hart HEX meetups. Go look them up. Look at all these people all around the world meeting up. Copenhagen, right? Lots of cope here in our bear market. So look at this. There's even HEX Ladies. Think about this. I'm sharing with you information here. You can say, hey, I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I want to be poor. It's okay. That's okay. I'm just here to share it with you, okay? He's polarizing, okay? That's why I sleep at night comfortably knowing this. So, my prophecy as well, right? My prophecy, you know, in 2020, after I absorbed all this information, I was very conflicted. I'm like, man, a lot of people are telling me it's a scam, but there's just so much upside here. I had a prophecy. I'm like, you know what? After listening to enough of this, Richard Hart is actually the Donald Trump of crypto. He really is, right? He has such diehard fans. It's exactly the same as me. It's the same typical fan base, parts of America, just the same psychological makeup. It reminds me so much of it, okay? Imagine Donald Trump had a coin or an NFT you could punt on in 2015 when no one believed in him. And you're like, man, this guy's gonna kill it. Imagine you could do that, man. Well, now we kind of have a chance. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? So you gotta think about the outrage here, and you can't let it consume you. All right. Some people they're so bored they would rather say no to the investment winning, and they would rather just be like entertained by emotional anger, and that's okay. You can go move to the side. We have very fluffy socks, and we're gonna win. That's okay. All right. So you can move on. That's reason number 6. Reason number 7 on Bullish on HEX is Eric Wall. Eric Wall. I know he's going to get such a huge head. Oh my God, his head's already touching the roof when he sees this video. So Eric is amazing. Eric is actually one of the best assets to the HEX community and PulseChain. So if you're a HEX lover, you're already confused because he just fuds. He literally just says negative and bad stuff all the time. But you got to understand, Eric did the homework for everyone, okay? Eric is an independent crypto thinker. Eric he's basically on a pirate island, and he doesn't take any sides. He tries to poke holes in his investment theses, okay? I understand how he thinks, right? We're actually very similar. So he pokes holes in Richard Hart, HEX, PulseChain, PulseX, and his conclusion, if you base everything on merit, is like, these things are crap. But you know what it's like? It's like if I took Coca-Cola drink and I scientifically examine it for you, and I said, oh, this is terrible, makes you gain weight, it doesn't even quench your thirst properly, and it's too expensive versus what you get, and it's trash, it doesn't even taste that good. That's like my scientific evaluation of Coca-Cola. But everyone in the world still wants it. So who's the peanut brain now? Okay, so this is exactly what you're looking at here, and this is great. So Eric has a good vision. He pokes holes in what different attributes and aspects exist. PulseChain, how it works, HEX. He's like, I don't see the magic. I don't see the magic, but he doesn't get it. This is the best part. What he doesn't get is the magic is people gathering around a network effect. That's the magic, okay? That's the almighty grand conclusion from this. His words, strong as they may be, I don't think they're powerful enough to stop the next 1.5 million people buying HEX, PulseChain, PulseX, and joining the community. You know how I know this? Good luck going back to 2021 January and telling people, don't buy Dogecoin because it's got a picture of a dog. Okay? It does nothing. Dogecoin went 228x. Do you think your words were more almighty than the power of the network effect? No, they weren't. Okay? So, another way to think about HEX. This is such good stuff. Eric actually said this, all right? I'm going to use it now. So, the philosophy of Bitcoin is everything is a scam except Bitcoin, okay? That's the philosophy, religion, right? Ethereum's philosophy is, hey, not everything is a scam. Ethereum can make cool stuff and useful stuff. Come, let's work together, right? But HEX philosophy is, nah, everything is a scam, and HEX is the best scam. So when you hear this, you probably go, oh, Ethereum sounds pretty cool. Not so fast, okay? Because I can give you over 20 examples of just because someone makes a useful asset does not mean the asset will appreciate in price. That is not enough to get people to buy and hold and push up the price, okay? So this whole adoption fantasy, it's not going to get the conclusion that people think, all right? As well, on top of that, Ethereum had a lot of developers and people who made stuff on it. They still dumped the living crap out of their tokens on everybody, okay? A lot of people, I don't care what city, nation, independent coin they're from, they dump. They're humans, they dump and dump and dump, okay? Price does matter. Price does matter. At the end of the day, yes, it does matter. And don't fall into survivorship bias, because there's a lot of other coins out there who tried this, but their coin didn't go up and you don't hear about it anymore, okay? So this is what the HEX philosophy is. And by the way, tongue in cheek, to call everything a scam. If you really want to get serious here, I'll tell you what it is, okay? They don't mean everything is a scam. You can replace the word scam with meme, okay? And it's the same with Bitcoin, okay? Everything is a meme except Bitcoin, okay? It's not really scam. The word is meme. And what it means is money itself and value itself is in the eye of the beholder. It's in the brain waves of the humans and the network forming around it, all right? It's not that it's actually a scam, it's a meme. So I'm just using tongue-in-cheek, conflating the two. Meme, narrative, scam, okay? Because really, when you think about it, it kind of is, right? There is no golden hand, invisible hand saying, yes, this thing should have value, right? So this is why these things drop so hard and go up so much as well. Money is a meme. Even governments understand this, right? And this is one of the reasons why I'm bullish on HEX. Reason number 8, friends, is that HEX has only had one cycle before. So now HEX is going into cycle number 2, okay? Cycle 2. That is early, all right? And that's beautiful. I'm going to change the color here so you can see. Ethereum is going into cycle 3, and this is a poopy. This is a poopy, all right? Cycle 3 is a poopy. Here's a smiley face and a poopy. And as well, Bitcoin over here is going into cycle 4. So that's also a poopy. All right. Here's another smiley face poopy. So I want you to know, okay, I have a prophecy. When coins enter their 3rd cycle, and this is, you can look it up in my GCR video, people lose the ability to get euphoric because they know how to rationally evaluate by that point. Okay. So the first 2 cycles are the best. Bitcoin's on cycle 4. That's poopy. Ethereum is going into cycle 3. That's going to be poopy. Doge is cycle 4. Poopy. Okay. You can get many other examples out there. Litecoin, you get the point. XRP, Cardano. I mean, it's hard to see and believe, but yes, this is what happens, man. The crowd gets less euphoric when cycle 3 comes. Number 1, monstrously euphoric. 100 to 400x, okay? Cycle 2, maybe like 30, 40x at the top. Cycle 3, Litecoin, XRP did like 8 to 12x. You start to die down, man, you know? So you got to think about that. That's one of the reasons. This is why reason number 8 is actually a very important reason. It's HEX is still early, and you can see it on this chart, right? If it's following these trajectories, look how early this is compared by comparison, all right? It's so fresh. Number 9, why I'm bullish. HEX has a female user base, and they're proud, okay? So you got HEX Ladies here, and they're very proud, and they do meetups, okay? You don't see like female XRP, female Doge, female Cardano. You don't see that. And if you know anything about life, anything, go speak to anybody in marketing. If you want guys to buy something or to go to a nightclub or to get anything popular, you get girls to use it first, okay? You know, at one point, Apple, 70% of its user base is female, okay? For the iPhone. So I'm telling you now, this is, you pay attention to this. You don't see this everywhere. Not in every coin has this, okay? Also, Richard Hart has released, he's got like a book, self-help book. And SJ, this lovely lady, she like narrates all of it by audio. Okay, so I'm just telling you, man, girls, when girls go to one place, they get a lot of girls following them. Okay, for men like us, we're like, no one really cares. It's like one guy over here, one guy over there. We're everywhere, all right? But when girls come together, it's powerful, all right? So, not saying this like by itself, hey, I've got to buy it. I'm just saying this gives it an edge. This is something I don't see in other communities, Okay? And I'm pointing that out to you. And reason number 10 why I'm bullish. Richard Hart, he has done some weird stuff on camera. Now, why I like this is grabbing a Red Bull with his feet here. So, I like seeing a founder push the envelope into obscure, random, weird places. And I want to observe how their followers react. Okay? Do they backlash? What do they say? You know what I noticed? Most people just pretend like it didn't happen. And that's how you know it's a winner, friends. It's exactly like Donald Trump, all the tapes, this and that, no one cares, la la la, no one cares, everyone moves on. This is powerful. This is powerful. Like, can you imagine, can you imagine Vitalik doing this, what he's doing right now? Imagine Vitalik grabbing a Red Bull with his feet. You know, actually, Vitalik could probably get a pass. I'm using the best example, but you know what I mean? This is a perspective I see that's different, okay? So, it's funny, many people misinterpret. When I go through this stuff, it's not like, oh, yes, I like it. Oh, I don't. Oh, I approve. So, you're stuck in this little monkey brain, this little, like, dingleberry world, where you think, oh, I have to love something, I have to hate something, okay? You're too emotional. You got to observe what's going on here. What's the story here? The story is that this man, let me get an arrow here. This man's book and his teachings are so powerful to the followers that they don't care he's doing this. They don't care. So what he's said and done has transcended that. Okay? And that is a very healthy sign of strength. You want conviction. If the community can look past this dude grabbing his feet, using his feet to grab this, okay? You have to imagine, okay, do they have the ability within themselves to onboard the next 1.5 million people? Do they actually have it in them? And the answer is yes. Look what they're putting up with. Okay? You don't get this in every coin. It's rare when you do. So friends, that concludes my 10 reasons, right? And why did I tell you all of this, right? So shouldn't I keep it to myself? The answer is no, okay? Because most people are sheep, all right? Only like 10% of people actually want to win. You know, the other 90% really just want to follow after some confirmation. So I know the next 30% of people coming in, they're going to come after the next big green candle wave. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. And the final 50% of people, they're going to destroy themselves at the top, okay? They're literally going to destroy themselves at the top in every crypto imaginable, all right? So you're going to find people buying HEX, you know, at 70 cents, whatever. Like maybe we go this, go to zero, come back, come up here, all right? So I already know this. I'm telling you now. If this plays out, it can go to zero. I can be wrong. I'm happy for it to lose, man. We all lose, right? Sometimes. So if I'm right and we get up there, I already know people are going to absolutely crucify me and want to come for my neck. Just like how HEX guys go for the influencers who hate them. Oh, they're going to come for me. So and I'm going to say, hey, when HEX is like $1.50, I'm going to say, you know what? You were early at 1.6 cents. You're not early at $1.50, right? And that's going to upset a lot of people. Because I already know they're going to use Richard Hart's talking points. And it's not even the existing people. If you go to get to these prices up there, you're going to need way more users. You're going to have to go from 150,000 people up to about 900,000 to 1 million people. And that's a lot of people, man. We're going to be outnumbered 9 to 1, 8 to 1. They're not going to listen to me. I'm the old guy. I'm a boomer to them, right? So they're going to be saying, market cap is a vanity metric. HEX did 10,000x in the last bull market. We can go to $10, $100. They're going to be saying that. And that's okay. Just like the guys calling for $1 million Bitcoin at the top. So now it's up to you, right? You don't have to make any decision at all. Okay. But I saw people buy Doge up 220x in 2021 because it had a dog coin in it. All right. It had a dog logo. Okay. So my real target, I think about $4.50. But I'm going to learn from 2021. Whatever my real target is, I'm going to divide it by 3. Why? Because I'm a bulltard. I'm too optimistic. That's it. That's just what it is. That's the formula. You divide $4.50 by 3, you get $1.50. Okay? And I don't think it's too bad. I mean, 50 times your money. If it works out. Yeah, if I'm wrong, it goes 150x. You can scale out. At the end of the day, I've presented you cases why. So if when you hear someone say, hey, I think HEX can do a 50x. Well, now you know why. Look at all the things I put together on one video for you. 10 reasons why. All of them. You're not going to find all of this synergy anywhere else, okay? I hope this has been helpful to you, friends. Let me know what you think. Share any thoughts. Like, subscribe. Love yous all. Till next time.